Hello, beautiful people. I'm Renae Williams, and here is where hair care meets healing and confidence becomes a lifestyle. Today, we're talking about something every single woman with natural hair deals with: dry ends, or at least what we perceive as dry ends, and more importantly, knowing when it's finally time to let them go. Let's talk about it. Sis, sometimes it's not that your ends are dry, sometimes they are just done. And once you learn the difference, your whole hair care journey gets a lot easier. But first, let's normalize something right now. Even with the best products, a consistent hair care regimen, and all the hair knowledge in the world, your ends are still going to act a fool sometimes. So nope, you're not alone. And nope, it doesn't mean you're doing it all wrong. So look, many of you know that I have my own hair care brand. I use my products religiously, and they never fail me. But even I have had those wash days where I'm applying my leave-in conditioner and my ends look at me like, no ma'am, absolutely not. They stay rough, they stay raggedy, and no amount of product can smooth them down. We've all been there. What we have to remember is this: your ends are the elders of your hair. They're the oldest part of your strands, and they have literally been through everything. They've survived the detangling process, the protective styles, the heat, the friction from your favorite sweaters, the winter air, the summer sun, life, stress, hormones, lions, tigers, and bears. They've been through it all. So when your ends feel rough, tangled, or just plain raggedy, I want you to stop thinking dryness and start thinking completion. It doesn't always mean they need more product. Sometimes it's just a sign that they have fulfilled their purpose and they're ready to go. They aren't thirsty, sis. They're finished. Okay, so in this space, hair care means healing, and sometimes healing means letting go of what no longer serves us, literally. If you're wondering if it's time for a reset, listen to what your hair is telling you. Okay, here are 4 signs that your ends are ready for a trim. Okay, the snag factor. If your hair has started acting like Velcro, tangling the second you finish detangling, that's not a bad hair day. It's the frayed cuticles catching on to each other. It's a sign the ends are tired and ready to go. The transparency check. Look at your ends against a solid background. If they become see-through compared to the fullness of your roots and the rest of your hair, you've lost your density there. Trimming those ends isn't losing length. It's gaining back your thickness. The fairy knots. If you're finding those tiny little single strand knots every time you run your fingers through your hair, your ends are old and weathered. You can't fix a knot that small. You have to clear a path for a smoother growth. Snip it off. The product wall. You know that feeling when you're applying your favorite oils or creams, the ends still feel crunchy? That's your hair telling you it can no longer hold on to moisture. At this point, you're just wasting product. There have been so many times when I am mid-twist, I get down to those last 2 inches, and I just have to stop. I look at those straggly see-through pieces, and they're looking right back at me like, girl, why are we still here? Our contract expired 6 months ago. But look, I get it. If it were just about dead ends, we would all be walking around with perfect, blunt cuts. The truth is, there's a real emotional side to why we avoid the shears. Trimming isn't just about hair. It's about what that hair represents to us. We stay in situationships with our ends because of a few deep-rooted fears. The length security blanket. We've been taught that long equals good, and losing even a half an inch feels like losing progress. The stylist trauma. We have all had that one experience. You ask for a dusting, and you walk out with a bob. That fear of a stylist cutting too much off is real, and it creates a major trust gap. The start over anxiety. Sometimes we know the damage is extensive, and we're terrified that if we start cutting, there won't be anything left. The identity shift. Our hair is tied to our appearance and how we move throughout the world. We fear that if our hair changes, our whole look or confidence might shift with it. But here is the healing truth. You can't heal what you aren't willing to look at. When we hold on to those thin, tired ends out of fear, we aren't protecting our beauty. We're just delaying our glow up. Sometimes we hold on to dead hair the same way we hold on to people, way past the expiration date. But listen to me. You should never be afraid to cut off things that no longer serve you. And I'm not just talking about your hair. I'm also talking about in your life. So I have to ask you, and be honest with me in the comments, when was the last time you treated yourself to a real professional trim? I'm not talking about the search and destroy missions in your bathroom mirror or a quick snip here and there. I mean, a dedicated session with a pro who understands your vision and your texture. There's something so therapeutic about sitting in that chair and intentionally letting go of the old. Listen, if your ends are talking to you right now, and let's be real, you know they're talking. Don't ignore them. Don't silence that intuition. Your hair deserves a fresh start, a clean slate, and a chance to thrive. And honestly, so do you. Remember, you are so much more than just a pretty face with curly hair. You are a whole soul deserving of care. If this resonated with you today, go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment, and share this with a friend. Consider subscribing to join our community, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay healing, stay confident. Okay,